Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we are going to do a quick coverage of the PWCC weekly and premier auctions for October. Now the premier auction, I believe, has a week left, ends October 20th. So anything that's in the premier auction is basically like really high-end stuff that I believe they have like a minimum $2,000 charge for, or something like that. I'm not really sure about the specifics, but typically there's not a lot of cards in the premier auction just because it's super high-end, and we're going to cover Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, and then Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic don't get as many cards on PWCC as Pokemon does, but Pokemon's pretty heavy. So on the Magic side, for the premier auction, we've got this one card. It's an Alpha Mox. This is Power. It's graded in 9.5. I don't want it spinning. So this one should, I don't know, I mean, $14,000 is already a lot of money, but I think it's probably going to go quite a bit higher than that as well. And then we've got some other beta, you got Dual Land, you got a Time Vault, some other cards, nothing like crazy huge, but there's some other decent cards for the Magic the Gathering. On the Yu-Gi-Oh side, we do have some interesting cards. Here we have a Starter Deck Kaiba. Can you imagine that? A Starter Deck card. A Starter Deck card. It's first edition, and it's already at $5,000. I need to get one of these for my personal collection as well, but I'm probably going to hold off. I think that's what a lot of people are doing right now, and that's why we're seeing a lot of retraces on different prices. Here's a Red Eyes Black Dragon. This is the original LOB first edition. Really good looking card. This one I bought off of PWCC, I want to say for right at $10,000 or so. And it's come down, I think it's come down quite a bit. I would expect maybe around $7,000. It's just a guess. I really don't know. It's the DDS one, looks really nice. Got a Dark Magician, another Starter Deck card. No, actually this is Starter Deck Yugi. So you've got the Starter Deck Kaiba, which had the blue eyes, and you have the Starter Deck Yugi with the Dark Magician. That'd be like putting a first edition Charizard and a first edition Blastoise in a theme deck. I mean, it's nuts. So I can see why they bring a premium. Got some other cool cards. Got Metal Raiders with the Summon Skull first edition right there. Then we have another Starter Deck Kaiba. This is unlimited, Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is, but like, it's not first edition, but it's still a really nice one. There's some other cool cards in there, but I haven't looked through everything, but those are definitely the highlights. Now, for the premier side, there is this Yu-Gi-Oh LOB box, and they did break it. I think Yu-Gi-Oh is one of those boxes you definitely want to make sure you're checking into because of how. I mean, the wrap on it's just clear. It's kind of like the Japanese boxes. Like, I would think that it's something that's easily resealed. So I'm actually considering that one. Now the premier side on Pokemon, we've got this Rayquaza Gold Star Gem Mint 10. Why is it quit spinning? We've got this Rayquaza Gold Star Gem Mint 10 already up to 24,000. I don't know where this is going to go. I mean, at one point it was like a $40,000 card, right? I wouldn't think he'd go more than 30, but at 24,000, that's already up at 28.8. Is that right? Because you got to add in the 20% buyer premium. So yeah, to me, I would have thought that would be pretty maxed out. Oh, and looks like a pull up my history. There we go. Oh, not the right one. See if I can click on this one and go back. There we go. No, I can't. All right, so I'm gonna just click on the premier auction, go back to Pokemon. I believe there was one other card. Was it the Mewtwo? Yeah. So this is a no rarity symbol Mewtwo. I think the last one I sold was around the 20K mark. Maybe it was 15. I can't exactly remember on that one, but yeah, this one actually is no rarity. The problem is it's pretty OC. I'm surprised that it did pull a Gem Mint 10. You know, looking at the centering of this card. We saw similar centering on that Charizard that recently went, and it was 9 OC. If actually, it went for a pretty cheap price. All right, so let's get to the main weekly auction. These end in 4 days. So every Sunday you have a weekly auction. Pokemon usually has over 1,000 cards. We've got a Blastoise up here sitting at the very top. First edition PSA 10, already at 21,000. So you add in the buyer premium. I mean, you're talking about 25K. It's probably getting close to maxed out. Will it bring 30? I mean, I don't know, honestly. We've got a Mysterious Mountains Charizard, the Crystal Charizard, first edition. Again, this one already seems pretty high to me. I mean, a lot of these cards were during the peak around 7K or so. So the fact that this one is already over 15,000. Maybe if I can, there we go. So like if I went in here to bid, the next available bid, you're going to see it's going to be at 16.8 because you got to add 20% onto the bid. We roll back. There we go. We got a first edition Charizard 8.5. This one again is getting pretty close to maxed out already. I mean, because we've seen these going for around the $10,000 mark, and at 8,000, you're already at 9,600. This Entei, we just saw another one go for, what was it, 6,600. So that was about right. We saw 7,100 and 66. I don't remember the cert number, but maybe this one right here is getting pretty close, or maybe this is the exact same one that sold recently, and so it's just a relist. But again, we're getting close to the same prices we were at before. You know, if I bid 5,500, that put it at 66. So we're already close to the 6,000 mark. So, I mean, these are bringing pretty good prices, but you're also looking at I'm sorting by the highest to lowest. So there's over 1,000 cards. We just looked at the top 4. You know, you've got a 9 Charizard on here. You got a Lugia and a 10. There's a PSA 8, or not a PSA, BGS 8 on Lazard. This Mudkip could be interesting, a Gold Star 10. You know, we're kind of dialing it back now. You got the Gold Star Charizard. You got a first edition Snorlax. I bought one of those, I want to say 4,000 to 5,000 range. This Raikou will probably tick up quite a bit in price. It's going to bring similar to the Entei and the Suicune. This one I believe is actually tougher to get than the Entei and a 10, but I could be wrong. You guys could look up the pop reports on that one. I don't know if I have this one in a 10. I'll have to check. So if I don't, I may go for it. A lot of these first edition base set 10 holos keep rolling through PWCC week after week after week after week. So I'm always keeping an eyeball on them. You know, I might come in here and place a bid. You got the Lugia EX from Unseen Forces, beautiful card. I don't know much price data about that one. Venusaur has been in the 2,000 to 2,500 range, the reverse holo 10 for Legendary Collection for the longest time. So that one's held very strong. Flashfire, I think on eBay they were about $2,500 or so. Got some more. Got 2 Celebies here. Both of them are crystals. I think I just sold one recently on eBay for around 2,000 or so. Got a Venusaur 9 first edition. That's an old cert. Look at that. Is that? Yeah, that's a 4 million cert. Nice. Light Arcanine. I mean, there's a lot of cool cards in here. And, you know, we just hit the first page. And I completely skipped over a lot of these cards. Got a first edition Blastoise there. You got a Dark Dragonite in a 10. Oh, yeah. Pretty decent block here. Got the Mew EX in a 10. That looks nice. There's the Entei, but in a 9. Is that a 10? That's a 10 on the Gold Star Suicune. I wonder how many of those we're going to see come through. I'm waiting for those unique Charizards. I've been picking up a lot of those. Look at that. Great looking Rockets Articuno EX in a 10. So we're through the first 48 of 1,600 items. We're not going to go through all these items. I'm just covering the ones that have good bids on them now. Got a nice black label poker card, guys. I would stay away from the black label poker cards. That's just my opinion. Like, I don't see the organic interest in those things, and they've come way down already. But they continue to bring, honestly, prices higher than they should be, in my opinion. I could be way, way wrong on that. I don't know. But they're probably one of the easiest black label cards to get. Got a nice Radiant Venusaur black label. That might be one interesting just to watch. This is a Japanese new back type card. I like scrolling through here, seeing if I can find anything from my wants list that I'm currently looking for. I remember there was at one point somebody was offering $1,100 for that card. Last I saw sold, I want to say it was a 300 to 500 range. That's a pretty big range, but it was definitely less than half of what that guy was offering. All kinds of stuff here. Got a greenback Pikachu. I've been picking up a lot of the weird language. Oh, not weird language. Wow, that's terrible. I can't believe I said weird language. Different language. So like ones that you don't see very often, like Russian, Italian, Portuguese. And then for like these mid Gen 3, 4, and 5 sets, but are all Charizards. Most of them are all graded by BGS. Like I said, that was one of those things that PSA just didn't touch for the longest time, but I'm thinking that they can grade them now, so I might break out a lot of those things and send them in on the bulk tier just to see what happens. But yeah, we're starting to run out a little bit of steam here. That's kind of interesting. Got a box topper there in a 9.5. I'm curious to see how far off from the 10 price that would get. Still got plenty of screen promos. You know, those things are everywhere. I want to see. I'm going to search for like Spanish and Charizard here in a second, see if we pull up anything. Yeah, the search button, it could be really useful if you got specific cards you want to look for. Oh yeah, got a Spanish staff. Oh, nice. I'll probably bid on that one. Got a Flashfire. That's the secret rare. I'll probably bid on that one too. But like if you're looking for, you know, something super niche, like I always look up 1999, 2000 Pokemon cards just to see if there's anything. Nothing there. I look up error. See what we have. Nothing. Let's do samples. Nothing. They've all been cleaned out. Trainer deck. See if there's anything coming out of that one. Nothing there. Let's try no symbol. Oh, we got a few no symbols, but it looks like it's gonna be Japanese stuff. I was kind of looking for a PSA 10 no symbol hollows. And then you can always come in here and just be like Charizard. This is one of my main searches because I search for specifically Charizards. So I'll go through every page here, check out all that's available, see what I don't have, might bid on it. If it's going for a decent price, might go for that. Like the first edition base set Charizards, I always keep an eye on them. Like I don't have a Korean Charizard from Secret Wonders. Like I'm gonna bid on that. I might check eBay, see what similar prices are for a raw one versus me buying it already graded in a 9. You know, I'll definitely pay a premium for a 9, but not, you know, a crazy premium. But anyways, guys, that's some of the big stuff. We kind of did it backwards order. I realized most people's attention spans are going to focus on the beginning. They're going to want to see that, the bigger type items. And then I went ahead and showed you guys kind of how I do different searches for items, you know, when I'm going through here trying to make my bids. And hopefully you get in some good bids yourself, but make sure you don't get caught up in the bidding process. Bid only what you're willing to pay. That kind of eliminates all the other bad things that kind of go on with this stuff. Whether if it gets shielded up, it gets shielded up, and you'll probably see it be relisted here in a few weeks, and then you'll have another shot at it then. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll have some more covering this kind of stuff very soon.